Yo, YouTube, what's up with your boy, Sports and Fitness Rants? I'm back, guys. Click that like button. Subscribe to my channel. What's up, y'all? Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. Got another great video for you guys today, as usual. You guys know the deal on this channel, man. It's all about setting the record straight, stopping the lies, stopping the narratives, stopping them from rewriting the history, guys. And in this video, we're going to talk about LeBron James and some of the comments that Gilbert Arenas made. Once again, Gilbert Arenas making more nonsensical comments that don't add up, talking about Michael Jordan is only relevant today because of LeBron James. He really actually said this, and he wants people to believe that Michael Jordan is only brought up today because of LeBron James, and that Michael Jordan wouldn't be relevant without LeBron James. And we're going to talk about this video because it's been actually, in fact, LeBron James who has been chasing Michael Jordan since day one, guys. And really, LeBron James is only relevant, only spoke about because of the media and people like Gilbert Arenas and the comparisons to Michael Jordan, because Michael Jordan is the standard, guys. And we're going to talk about this and how LeBron James has been chasing Michael Jordan from day one, comparing himself and trying to be like Mike. We're going to talk about this video, guys. These guys, man, I tell you. And I want to thank you guys, everyone across the world, everyone across the states has been supporting my channel. Once again, guys, I am truly humbled by all support, man. It really means a lot, guys. Shout out to everybody in the membership. Special thanks out to K, QUE, coming through with the super thanks. Thank you very much to you and all the support, man, the continued support. It means a lot. Like I said, anybody who's donated to my channel, everybody in the membership, thank you, guys. And you guys know what to do. Turn the volume all the way up. Hit that play button. Remember, these videos are for educational purposes. And let's roll. So, yes, guys, like I said, man, I wanted to do a brief video on these comments I heard Gilbert Arenas make in relation to Michael Jordan only being relevant because of LeBron James. I really don't understand how Gilbert Arenas can say this nonsense. How is Michael Jordan only relevant today because of LeBron James? And he makes it seem as if Michael Jordan's only spoken about, only talked about because of LeBron James and the fake GOAT debate that's been going on. And we all know that's not the case, ladies and gentlemen. Michael Jordan is way more relevant than LeBron James will ever be. Since day one, guys. Michael Jordan is basketball. Michael Jordan is the bar. He's the bar. He's the one that set the bar that high. He's the standard. Everything is compared to Michael Jordan, not just in basketball. So once again, Gilbert Arenas, you expose yourself again and not being in touch with reality. And once again, trying to be disingenuous and just straight lying out there. It was, in fact, Patrick Mahomes, after he won the Super Bowl just last season, that was actually called the Michael Jordan of. Just last year. Just last Super Bowl win. Well, not even last year. Earlier this year when they won the Super Bowl. Patrick Mahomes was called the Michael Jordan of. Not the LeBron James of. Not the Bill Russell of. He wasn't even called the Tom Brady of or Joe Montana of. He was called the Michael Jordan of. Once again, showing that Michael Jordan is irrelevant, not just in basketball, but across all sports. Everyone brings up Michael Jordan. Everyone is measured against Michael Jordan, guys. Everyone. Even race car drivers. I hear them talking about Michael Jordan, being compared to Michael Jordan. Soccer players, tennis, whatever it is. It's Michael Jordan, guys. That's the bar. He's the standard. Gilbert Arenas, what are you talking about as far as LeBron James? No one ever brings up LeBron James. No one ever mentioned LeBron James outside of the GOAT debate, outside of basketball, outside of the stupid comparisons. No one brings LeBron James. Is anybody wearing LeBron James sneakers? Hell no. Is Gilbert Arenas wearing LeBron James sneakers? I guarantee you he has more pairs of Michael Jordan sneakers than he does LeBron James sneakers. Just like most people in this world have Michael Jordan sneakers or want a pair of Michael Jordan sneakers. They don't want LeBron James sneakers. Who's more relevant, Michael Jordan's brand or the LeBron James brand? Obviously, Michael Jordan is way more relevant, way more important, way more iconic than LeBron James will ever be. But Gilbert Arenas says that Michael Jordan's only relevant today because of the GOAT debate, because of LeBron James and the comparisons. And that Michael Jordan would not be relevant without the LeBron James comparison. Are you kidding me right now? And then he tried to say something about no one brings up Kobe because LeBron already passed Kobe. No one wants to talk about number 3. It's all about number 1 and number 2. And I told you, I destroyed Gilbert Arenas on the live show when he had the nerve to say LeBron James was greater than Kobe Bryant. LeBron James was number 2 right behind Michael Jordan. And we laughed him off there. And I clowned him. And I exposed his clown antics and that rationale. Because everything that he talked about, what makes you a great player, how he decides and ranks players, was a complete contradiction of everything that LeBron James has stood for and done in his career. The complete opposite of a Michael Jordan or a Kobe Bryant. Michael Jordan's relevancy has nothing to do with LeBron James. It's, in fact, LeBron James who's only relevant today, now, because of the comparisons to Michael Jordan. That's keeping him relevant. His brand don't sell like Michael Jordan. No one talks about LeBron James, like I just mentioned, in other sports like they do Michael Jordan. People are called the Michael Jordan of. I posted that clip of Barack Obama, right, giving Michael Jordan the Medal of Freedom, right, the highest civilian honor. And before he gave him the award, he talked about Michael Jordan and why people are called the Michael Jordan of. He said you could be the Michael Jordan of neuroscientists or neurosurgeons. He said you could be the Michael Jordan of rabbis. You could be the Michael Jordan of everything, not the LeBron James of. No one is the LeBron James of anything because LeBron James does not represent excellence and greatness. He's lost more than he's won. So how can he represent greatness and winning? Michael Jordan represents winning, greatness, right? And a belief in yourself, a competitive fire, the work ethic, all these things. Michael Jordan earned that respect. He earned that. But Gilbert Arenas wants you to believe he's only relevant because of LeBron James. And I came across an old commercial from LeBron James, probably the best commercial he's had back when LeBron James was actually a likable player. This commercial came out in 2006, guys. The thumbnail to this video is that commercial I'm talking about. You guys probably remember that commercial of LeBron James playing like 3 or 4 different characters. You had LeBron James playing himself in the swimming pool, right? Working out in the swimming pool. Then you had like the old man LeBron James, like now, old man LeBron James, sitting off the side, right, talking to him. Then you had the young kid LeBron James with the goggles on. And then you had like the agent LeBron James, right? Like the LeBron James that was all about the money and stuff that we know about LeBron James. And during that commercial, they mentioned Michael Jordan, right? Talking about Michael Jordan going against the Detroit Pistons. And talking about, you think Michael Jordan worked out in the pool to go against the Detroit Pistons? You think Michael Jordan did this? It's all about Michael Jordan. So even that was in 2006, guys. I believe that was I want to say it was, can't remember if it was during the year or before the year started. Because if you guys remember, I want to say it was after the year. I think it was after the 2006 season, I want to say. I believe it was before the 06-07 season started. This commercial came out because if you remember in 2006, the Cleveland Cavaliers were beat by the Detroit Pistons, right? They knocked them out of the playoffs, and then I believe the Pistons lost to the Miami Heat in the Eastern Conference Finals. But they lost to the Detroit Pistons. I believe it was in 7 games in the second round. So it was setting up and starting to look like, oh man, and Michael Jordan had to go against his Detroit Pistons demons. And now in that commercial, they're comparing Michael Jordan going against the Pistons to LeBron James going against his Pistons now, which we all know the 06 Pistons were nothing compared to the 04 Pistons or the 05 Pistons or even the Pistons of the late 80s into the early 90s that Michael Jordan was going against. It's not the same team, guys. It's a completely different thing. The game was played differently. It was a different era. But they were talking about that in the commercial, what Michael Jordan had to do to get past the Detroit Pistons and all of these things. And if you guys remember in the 2007 NBA season, the Cleveland Cavaliers beat the Detroit Pistons, I believe in the Eastern Conference Finals, if I remember correctly. And LeBron James scored all those points in a row and they beat the Detroit Pistons. But we must remember that was not the same Detroit Pistons guys that won the championship in 04, right? Ben Wallace was not there. It wasn't the same team, guys. These guys had gotten older, right? They were starting to decline. And LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers, right, they beat them and went to the NBA Finals. So in that commercial, it in fact exposes Gilbert Arenas and this idea that Michael Jordan's only relevant because of LeBron James and this GOAT debate that they got going on. In fact, once again, it's LeBron James who has constantly and continuously been chasing Michael Jordan, trying to surpass Michael Jordan. Now we know he was trying to erase Michael Jordan, right? But at the same time, he's not close. He has not got there because LeBron James has had the standard lowered for him. They've lowered the bar for LeBron James, never for Michael Jordan, right? They make excuses for LeBron James all over the place. Not the same for a Michael Jordan. So when Gilbert Arenas makes these statements, he exposed himself. And that commercial of LeBron James, like I said, when he was actually a likable player back in 05, 06, 07, right? Before LeBron James decided to run from the grind. Because that was supposed to be LeBron James' grind. Remember, they didn't make the playoffs his first 2 seasons. 04, 05, no playoffs. So the first year they made the playoffs, he loses to the Detroit Pistons. Okay. Then the next year, you beat them. You go to the NBA Finals. Things are looking good for LeBron James. And I told you, the reality set in 2008 when he lost. In 2009 when he lost again to the Orlando Magic. And then 2010 again, he would lose. That was part of his grind. LeBron James really thought it was going to be easy. He really thought he was going to come into the NBA, start winning games, winning championships, right? But that's not the case, guys. And that wasn't the case for Michael Jordan. It wasn't an easy rise to a championship for Michael Jordan. He had to go through the grind. He had to battle. He had to earn it. LeBron James did not want to earn it like Michael Jordan did. He took a shortcut. So that commercial that LeBron James made in 2006, and they're talking about Michael Jordan and what he did to go past the Detroit Pistons and the work he had to put in. LeBron James did not live up to that commercial. He forgot about that commercial. He forgot about what Michael Jordan did and how he had to earn it. Gilbert Arenas contradicts himself left and right. I saw him recently make some comments about Michael Jordan being the only player in NBA's history to turn his career from the bottom to the top. He said that. The only player in NBA's history. Now, I've talked about this before. If you look at the rosters that Michael Jordan came in playing on versus contemporaries, it's night and day. What Michael Jordan had to do, the players he played with, and not to mention the coaches that he went through. Michael Jordan had 3 different head coaches his first 3 seasons, guys, and he led the Bulls to the playoffs during a rebuild. They were rebuilding the Bulls around him. Different head coaches, different players, left and right. Still made the playoffs, though. That's the greatness of Michael Jordan. LeBron James didn't want to go through rebuilds or go through the battles, grind it out. It might take you 5, 6, 7 years. LeBron James really thought he was going to come out of high school, come into the NBA, and just start winning. And just win and not have to earn it and work for it and battle for it, right? And get scarred up and beat up. He really thought that was the case. So, no 2 playoffs the first 2 years. Then the 3rd year you lose. Then the 4th year you go to the finals. And LeBron James probably thought it was going to be easy for him. That was not the case. And LeBron James then would lose in 08, right? Then 09, and then 2010. And all of a sudden, LeBron James started to panic. He knew Michael Jordan had already won his first championship by now. I'm panicking now. I have to win a championship. So what did he do? Instead of continuing to come back stronger the next season, work with his teammates, push these guys in practice, work on his overall game, become more coachable, allow these guys to play in the system. Instead of doing any of those things, he decided to team up with another player from his own draft class. Not another player that had been in the league for years or a guy that was a rookie. He decided to team up with his guy from his own draft class, a guy who had already won a championship and a Finals MVP. And not only did he do that, he decided to drag along another player from his draft class, a really good player from his own conference. So he weakened 2 teams in his conference to build up 1 team. So essentially, LeBron James weakened his competition and strengthened his own hold. Right, so once again, putting the advantages on his side, putting the odds and stacking the deck in his favor. This is LeBron James. That was never Michael Jordan, guys. So for Gilbert Arenas to say Michael Jordan is only relevant today because of LeBron James and this GOAT debate is insane. That is actually the complete opposite. LeBron James is only relevant now because of this GOAT debate that the media has started, that guys like Gilbert Arenas have pumped up, guys like J.J. Redick and the Colin Cowherds and the Nick Wrights, the Shannon Sharps, all these guys, even the Stephen A. Smith and a bunch of other goofs out here, they've been the ones who, in fact, have created this false narrative, this false debate to keep LeBron James relevant. Remember, LeBron James hasn't won an MVP in years, guys, so he hasn't been relevant as far as what he's doing on the court. Hasn't won a real actual championship in over 8 seasons now. Hasn't been an all-defensive team in over 10 years. Where's the relevancy? Hasn't played 82 games in what, 6 years? And he only did it 1 time in his career. Where's the relevancy from LeBron James? Once again, LeBron James goes out in town, gets booed. LeBron James goes to his 75th anniversary and doesn't even get a loud ovation in his hometown. That goes to Michael Jordan. But Gilbert Arenas wants you to believe that Michael Jordan's only relevant because of LeBron James and the GOAT debate. These guys are the dumbest people in the world. Once again, Gilbert Arenas is just a shock jock, just saying things for views, for the effect. That's all. He's not there to give you the facts or educate people or speak with any kind of integrity. He doesn't have a love of the basketball. He don't love basketball, Gilbert Arenas. He don't even know the game like that. He don't respect the history of the game. But then Gilbert Arenas will turn around and say, oh, I study the game. No, you don't. Gilbert Arenas studies conspiracy theories, guys. He studies rumors and things that may have happened. That's all he's concerned about. He ain't concerned about the actual video footage, the facts, the way things actually happen in reality. He always want to make an excuse or try to bend reality or twist reality. That's Gilbert Arenas. That's his expertise. He don't speak. The guy contradicts himself every other day because he doesn't hold himself to any standard, no principles, no values. I told you, Gilbert Arenas is not a grown man. I have zero respect for that clown. And I would tell him that right to his face like I have before, man. I have zero respect for you. You're not a grown man. The dude's a woman. Guys like him and Isaiah Thomas, JJ, they're women. Shannon Sharp, they're women. They're female. They're emotional. Women are emotional. That's the way that they are. Men are not supposed to be that way. We're supposed to live in reality. We're supposed to deal in facts and what's actual real, not emotions. These guys don't get that. They're emotional, so they're saying all kinds of weird things that contradict themselves on the daily. They're hypocrites. Michael Jordan's only relevant because of LeBron James. LeBron James has been chasing Michael Jordan from day one. That Nike commercial proves that. He mentions Michael Jordan in his commercial. Michael Jordan wasn't mentioning other players in his commercials. It was about the love of the game, the competitive fire inside of Michael Jordan. It was about be like Mike. It was about, is it the shoes? Come fly with me. He wasn't talking about Clyde Drexler in his commercials or Reggie Miller or Magic Johnson or Larry Bird. He wasn't worried about what they were doing. He was worried about himself and being a true competitor and playing the game the right way and respecting the game. Not LeBron James. He was on the path. The commercial says it. Michael Jordan wasn't training in the pool to beat Detroit, man. That was actually a good commercial. It's actually a really good commercial, man. And like I said, this was back when LeBron James was actually a likable player. But LeBron James, for somewhere along the way there, he forgot what Michael Jordan had to go through. He forgot what he was chasing or supposed to be chasing. Greatness. Not mediocrity. Not taking shortcuts. None of this stuff. You guys know the deal, man. Gilbert Arenas, again, we must educate this fool. Please, guys, stop listening to Gilbert Arenas. Don't subscribe to his channel. Don't watch his videos. He's not there for the facts. He might know X and O's. Good for him. He played in the league. Good for him. Does anybody remember Gilbert Arenas, what he's known and remembered for? He ain't remembered for his NBA career. He's remembered for why he was suspended from the NBA. And he's remembered for a lot of these goofballs takes that he has. Straight clown. Remember, he's not a real man. No manly energy coming off of Gilbert Arenas, man. None. Guy's a straight fool, man, and continues to talk about Michael Jordan. He talks about Michael Jordan's only relevant because LeBron James. Dude, every other day you're talking about Michael Jordan. You're only relevant because of Michael Jordan. No one would listen to Gilbert Arenas if he wasn't talking about Michael Jordan and making all these crazy statements about Michael Jordan. Would they? No. This is why he has to make crazy statements about some of these ex-NBA players to keep himself relevant. Michael Jordan got no social media, never says anything about a damn person, and still to this day sells more sneakers, more merchandise than any of these current players today. Once again, it was Michael Jordan who was always compared to other players, right? It was Patrick Holmes who's called the Michael Jordan of, not the LeBron James of. Don't know anything about LeBron James outside of basketball, outside of this fake GOAT debate that the real basketball fans know is not true. It's not real. It's not authentic. But Gilbert Arenas wants you to believe that Michael Jordan's only brought up because of LeBron James and this stuff. No, it's the media that's always bringing up Michael Jordan. They must stay relevant. They must keep LeBron James relevant by making you believe he's close to Michael Jordan somehow. When the real fans know LeBron James is nowhere near Michael Jordan. That's why these guys expose themselves when they make these statements. And LeBron James himself forgot what he was chasing. You guys know the deal, man. I'll catch you guys on the next one.